Hello and welcome to Magic English Stories. Let's enjoy a true story and improve our English together. Tom Cruise, one of the most famous actors in the world, began his life far from the bright lights of Hollywood. Born on July 3, 1962, in Syracuse, New York, his full name was Thomas Cruise Mapother IV. His family was a typical working-class American family. His mother, Mary Lee, was a special education teacher, and his father, Thomas Cruise Mapother III, was an electrical engineer. Tom had 3 sisters, and together they moved often as their father searched for work. Life wasn't easy. The family struggled financially, and Tom often felt the weight of their hardships. From a young age, Tom learned to adapt quickly to change, a skill that would later help him as an actor. Tom's childhood was far from smooth. One of his biggest challenges was a learning disorder called dyslexia. Dyslexia made it very difficult for him to read and write, and because of it, he struggled in school. Teachers thought he was not paying attention or was not trying hard enough. Some even thought he was not intelligent. In reality, Tom was very clever. He just needed a different way of learning, one that wasn't available to him at the time. Because of his dyslexia, he often felt embarrassed in class. Reading aloud was a nightmare. He memorized parts of his textbooks and tried to guess what would be asked so he wouldn't have to read. It was an exhausting way to get through school. Another major challenge Tom faced was his father's temper. Tom has openly spoken about his father being abusive, saying that he was a bully and a coward. Tom felt afraid at home and confused. The family eventually broke apart, and Tom's mother became a single parent. Despite her struggles, she was a source of strength and support for Tom. She encouraged his dreams, even when they seemed impossible. When Tom was around 11 years old, he began to develop a love for sports. He played soccer, baseball, and even took karate. Karate helped him gain confidence and taught him discipline. By the age of 14, he had earned a black belt in karate, a major achievement that showed his dedication and ability to persevere. During his high school years, Tom's life took a big turn. He attended Glen Ridge High School in New Jersey, and one day the school announced auditions for a play. Tom decided to try out. He got the role of Captain Hook in the play Peter Pan. Standing on stage, reciting lines and hearing the applause of the audience gave Tom a feeling he had never experienced before. The stage felt like home. He was no longer the shy boy with a learning problem. He was someone else, a character with confidence. That moment sparked something inside him. Acting became his new dream. He joined the drama club and started participating in more plays. It became his escape, his passion, and his hope for a better future. After graduating from high school, Tom made a bold and risky decision. He wanted to become a professional actor. He had only 500 rubles saved from odd jobs and borrowed his mother's car to drive to New York City. There, he began his journey in one of the toughest industries in the world. In New York, he dropped his full name and started using Tom Cruise as his stage name. It was short, simple, and easy to remember. He took acting classes, worked as a busboy, and went to countless auditions. He faced rejection after rejection, but he never gave up. His determination grew stronger with each no. Tom's first roles were small. He appeared in commercials, and made brief appearances in soap operas like The Young and the Restless. These small jobs didn't bring fame, but they taught him important lessons. He watched directors, learned from other actors, and paid attention to how scenes were built. Every day he practiced, improved, and visualized his future success. His big break finally came in 1983, when he landed a major role in the movie Risky Business. In the film, he played a teenager named Joel Goodson, who has an adventure while his parents are away. One scene became iconic. Tom danced in his underwear to the song Old Time Rock and Roll. That scene turned him into an overnight sensation. Audiences loved his energy, charm, and confidence. Following the success of Risky Business, Tom received more offers. In 1986, he starred in Top Gun, where he played Pete Maverick Mitchell, a talented but rebellious fighter pilot. To prepare for the role, Tom trained with real Navy pilots, flew in F-14 fighter jets, and even stayed on an aircraft carrier. Top Gun was a global hit. It made over $350 million and turned Tom Cruise into an international superstar. People everywhere wanted to wear leather jackets, ride motorcycles, and be just like Maverick. The film's soundtrack, including songs like Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away, became massive hits. As his career soared, so did interest in his personal life. In 1987, he married actress Mimi Rogers, who introduced him to Scientology, a religion that would become a major part of his life. Though the marriage ended in 1990, Tom remained committed to Scientology. That same year, he met Nicole Kidman on the set of Days of Thunder. They married soon after and adopted 2 children, Isabella and Connor. For over a decade, they were one of Hollywood's most famous couples. Their marriage ended in 2001, and in 2006, Tom married Katie Holmes. They had a daughter, Shuri, and held a romantic wedding in Italy. Despite being in the spotlight, Tom always tried to keep his children away from media attention. He valued family deeply and protected their privacy as much as he could. Tom Cruise's career continued to grow. In 1996, he began the Mission Impossible series, playing Ethan Hunt, a secret agent who goes on dangerous missions. He didn't just act in the films. He produced them, making important decisions behind the scenes. What made the series even more special was Tom's dedication to doing his own stunts. In Mission Impossible 2, he climbed a huge cliff in Australia without a stunt double. In Mission Impossible Fallout, he jumped from a plane at 25,000 feet. And in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, he held onto the side of a speeding train. These stunts thrilled audiences and showed Tom's commitment to realism and excellence. The franchise earned over $3 billion globally. Beyond his films, Tom used his success to help others. He became a United Nations Messenger of Peace in 1996 and supported causes like disaster relief and children's education. He also worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, granting wishes to children with serious illnesses. He funded literacy programs and supported drug rehabilitation centers through Scientology. While his support of Scientology drew criticism, no one could deny that he worked hard to improve the lives of others. He believed in pushing people to reach their potential and used his influence to inspire positive change. As an actor, Tom Cruise constantly challenged himself. He took roles in movies like Jerry Maguire The Last Samurai, Collateral, and Rain Man. Each role showed a different side of his talent. In Jerry Maguire, he played a sports agent searching for meaning. In The Last Samurai, he trained with Japanese warriors and learned their values. In Edge of Tomorrow, he played a soldier stuck in a time loop, forced to fight aliens again and again. He trained in combat, learned to ride motorcycles, and studied military tactics. In American Made, he portrayed a real-life pilot who became involved in drug smuggling. He even learned to fly small planes for the role. In 2022, Tom returned to one of his most beloved roles, Maverick, in Top Gun Maverick. After 36 years, fans were excited to see him again in the cockpit. The film broke box office records, earning over $1 billion worldwide. It was more than just a sequel. It was a celebration of dedication, passion, and staying true to one's dreams. What can we learn from Tom Cruise's life? We learn that success doesn't come overnight. It comes through hard work, belief in yourself, and the courage to face fear. Tom Cruise faced dyslexia, rejection, and family challenges. But he never gave up. He worked hard, trained harder, and always pushed the limits. He kept learning, even when he was already a superstar. He too gave back to the world and used his fame to help others. His story reminds us that no dream is too big and no obstacle too strong if we stay determined. From a shy boy struggling in school to a Hollywood legend who performs death-defying stunts, Tom Cruise's life is not just about fame. It's about resilience, passion, and growth. His journey teaches us that it's not where you start that matters, but how far you're willing to go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing English stories.